Yes, good morning everybody. So now let us come to the carbon compounds topic. So in last class, I explained the allotropes of carbon. That is crystalline allotropes, amorphous allotropes. In crystalline allotropes, four types are there: diamond, graphite, fullerenes, then nanotubes. So in graphite, we can also consider the another one, graphene. See, graphene is nothing but 1 mm thickness of graphite. 1 mm thickness of graphite contains 3 million layers of graphene. Layers of graphene. Okay, so graphene is also another crystalline form of the carbon. Graphene, one more crystalline form of carbon, 1 mm thickness of graphite. 1 mm thickness of graphite. 1 mm thickness of graphite contains how many layers of graphene? 3 million layers of graphene will be present. And it is very stronger than, so that is 200, it is 200 times. It is 200 times stronger than steel. 200 times stronger than steel. And 6 times lighter. 6 times lighter and 200 times stronger than steel. And it is transparent. It is transparent to light. And it shows more conductivity than copper. More conductivity than copper. It shows more conductivity than copper. It shows more conductivity than copper. So this is about the information regarding to the graphene. Graphene, PHENE. Graphene is nothing but it is another form of the crystalline form of the carbon. It is obtained from graphite. 1 mm thickness of graphite contains 3 million layers of graphene. So it is 200 times stronger than steel and 6 times lighter. And it is transparent to light and it exhibits more electrical conductivity than copper. The electrical conductivity nature is more than the copper, that is Cu. Okay, this is about the another crystalline allotrope of the carbon in addition to the diamond, graphite, fullerenes and nanotubes. Okay, now come to the versatile nature of carbon. See here, what is this versatile nature? Versatile nature of carbon. Versatile nature of carbon. What is this versatile nature? See here, in earlier days, according to Berzelius, so organic compounds are obtained from living things. They are obtained from living things. Organic compounds are obtained from living things. So then inorganic compounds are obtained from non-living things. They are obtained from non-living things. This concept was given by Berzelius. According to Berzelius, whatever the compounds are obtained from living things, they are considered the organic compounds. So the compounds which are obtained from non-living things, they are considered the inorganic compounds. But Wohler was the first scientist. He synthesized urea compound. Urea is the organic compound. So urea compound in the laboratory. using ammonium cyanate. Using ammonium cyanate. Using ammonium cyanate. Ammonium cyanate. See here, NH4 CNO, ammonium cyanate, on thermal condition, that is thermolysis or heating. So we can get the urea, NH2 C double bond O NH2. NH2 C double bond NH2. This is urea, and this one is ammonium cyanate. Ammonium cyanate. So ammonium cyanate is inorganic compound. Inorganic compound or heating will produce the organic compound. So according to the Wohler, so organic compounds can also obtain from living things and non-living things. This is the best example. She was the first scientist who synthesized the organic compound in the laboratory from inorganic compound. Ammonium cyanate and thermolysis gives organic compound. So that's why whatever the definition was given by the Berzelius, and it was proved as a wrong definition. So according to Berzelius, so whatever living things will produce only organic compounds. Non-living things will produce inorganic compounds. But according to the Wohler, urea compound synthesized in the laboratory by using the ammonium cyanate. Then he said that organic compounds can be obtained from living things as well as non-living things. Such kind of the nature is called as versatile nature. That is a versatile nature. Versatile nature means the carbon compounds can be obtained from living things. In addition to that, they can also be obtained from non-living things. Such kind of the behavior or nature is called as a versatile nature. So Wohler was the first scientist who synthesized urea compound in the laboratory by using ammonium cyanate. He was the first scientist, and he synthesized the urea compound by taking the ammonium cyanate. Ammonium cyanate on heating will give the urea. Ammonium cyanate on heating will give the urea. So that's why the organic compounds can be obtained from living things and non-living things. Due to this reason only, so carbon possesses the versatile nature. Okay, this is one. Next, catenation property. Catenation property of carbon. Catenation property of carbon. Catenation property of carbon. What is this catenation property? Carbon belongs to 4th A group. 4th A group family. So then in this silicon is also there. So carbon silicon will exhibit the catenation property. Catenation means element which can form the chain-like structures like this. Silicon can combine with another silicon with other elements. Like that, carbon also can combine with another carbon, that will form the chain-like structures. It will form chain-like structures. The chain-like structures can be obtained. Chain-like structures. Chain-like structures are obtained. So that behavior or that nature is called as a catenation property. So only the 4th A group elements like carbon, silicon exhibit this catenation property. So carbon, silicon only will show the catenation property. So carbon can link to the another carbon in the chain manner. So that's why so many million number of the compounds can be synthesized so in the laboratory for the carbon. So that's why so we have to know all those properties means. So we are studying these carbon compounds under special branch which is called as a organic chemistry. Okay, catenation property of carbon, then versatile nature of carbon. Versatile nature of carbon, then catenation property. Now come to the hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons. So important one. Hydrocarbons. So already we know this definition for hydrocarbons. See here. Hydrocarbons. Carbon and hydrogen containing compounds are called as the hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons. Carbon and hydrogen containing compounds. Carbon and hydrogen containing compounds are called as the hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are divided into two types. Hydrocarbons are divided into two types. One is open chain hydrocarbons. Open chain hydrocarbons. Another one is cyclic hydrocarbons. Cyclic hydrocarbons. HC means hydrocarbon. Open chain hydrocarbons, cyclic hydrocarbons. Open chain hydrocarbons again two types. One is saturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons, unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. Saturated, unsaturated. Saturated examples alkanes. Alkenes. Unsaturated again two types. Alkenes, alkynes. Alkenes, alkynes. Cyclic hydrocarbons are also two types. Homocyclic, heterocyclic. Heterocyclic. Again, homocyclic hydrocarbons are two types. Alicyclic, aromatic. Again, aromatic two types. Benzenoid, non-benzenoid. Benzenoid, non-benzenoid. So this is the classification of hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbon is nothing but carbon and hydrogen containing organic compounds are called as the hydrocarbons. So these are two types. One is open chain hydrocarbons, cyclic. Open chain, straight chain like this. Carbon linked with another carbon, carbon, carbon like that. That is considered as the open chain hydrocarbon. Cyclic hydrocarbon means the carbon chain should be in the cyclic form. If it is in cyclic form, that is called as cyclic hydrocarbons. Open chain hydrocarbons are two types, saturated, unsaturated. Saturated hydrocarbons, then unsaturated hydrocarbon. Saturated hydrocarbons, alkanes, that is CC single bond containing compounds. CC single bond containing compounds are called as the alkanes. So then alkanes general formula is CnH2n plus 2. This is general formula. So then alkanes undergoes sp3 hybridization with tetrahedral geometry. Tetrahedral geometry. Tetrahedral geometry. Then they exhibit the 109 degrees 28 minutes. 28 minutes. So saturated hydrocarbons, they are nothing but the alkanes. So only single bonds are present. Single bonds are present. CC single bond containing compounds are called as hydrocarbons are called as alkanes. So general formula is CnH2n plus 2. General formula is CnH2n plus 2. These undergo sp3 hybridization and they exhibit the tetrahedral geometry. Bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. Examples: methane, CH4, CH4, methane, methane, C2H6, ethane, methane, ethane. They are the examples for the alkanes. Examples for alkanes. Come to the alkenes. These are the unsaturated. Unsaturated. Saturated means single bond containing hydrocarbons. Unsaturated. What is the definition for unsaturated hydrocarbons? The hydrocarbons which contain C double bond C and C triple bond C. Double bond and triple bond containing hydrocarbons are called as unsaturated hydrocarbons. What is the definition for unsaturated hydrocarbons? Double bond and triple bond. Double bond and triple bond containing hydrocarbons are called as unsaturated hydrocarbons. These are two types: alkenes, alkynes. Then alkenes, C double bond C containing hydrocarbons are called as the alkenes. General formula is CnH2n. General formula. So in this carbon undergoes sp2 hybridization. Triangle planar geometry. Triangle planar. Triangle planar geometry, triangle planar geometry. C double bond C, general formula CnH2n, it undergoes sp2 hybridization, triangle planar geometry is there, then bond angle is 120 degrees. 120 degrees. Example C2H4 ethene. C2H4 is ethene. C2H4 is an example for alkanes. Come to the alkynes. C triple bond C containing hydrocarbons are called as alkynes. General formula is CnH2n minus 2. CnH2n minus 2. It undergoes sp hybridization with linear geometry. Linear geometry. Bond angle is 180 degrees. Example C2H2 ethyne. C2H2 ethyne. ETHYNE ethyne. This is about the open chain hydrocarbons. Open chain hydrocarbons means the carbon should be in the straight chain form. The carbon containing organic compound should be in the straight chain form. So those are called as the open chain. So there are two types, saturated hydrocarbons, unsaturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons are considered as alkanes. CC single bond containing hydrocarbons, saturated hydrocarbons are called as alkanes. General formula CnH2n plus 2. Hybridization is sp3, tetrahedral geometry. Bond angle is 109 degrees, 28 minutes. So CH4 methane, C2H6 ethane. CH4 is methane, C2H6 is ethane. Unsaturated hydrocarbons, double bond and triple bond containing hydrocarbons are called as unsaturated hydrocarbons. These are two types, alkenes, alkynes. Alkenes, C double bond C containing unsaturated hydrocarbons are called as alkenes. General formula ClH2n. So then carbon undergoes sp2 hybridization. It exhibits triangle planar geometry. Bond angle 120 degrees. Then example is C2H4 ethene. C2H4 ethene. Next alkynes. C triple bond C. C triple bond C containing hydrocarbons are called as alkynes. General formula CnH2n minus 2. sp hybridization, linear geometry. Bond angle is 180 degrees. Then example is C2H2 ethyne. This is about the open chain. Come to the cyclic. What are the cyclic hydrocarbons? The hydrocarbons in which carbon atoms are involved in the frame of cyclic structure. Those are called as the cyclic hydrocarbons. Cyclic hydrocarbons example see here in this carbon atoms are involved so to form a ring. Okay, this is one structure, another structure like this with double bonds. So the rings which are constituted by only carbon atoms, or maybe with other atoms. But if ring is associated, then that is called as the cyclic hydrocarbon. If ring is present, constituted by the carbon and other atoms also, that also considered as the cyclic hydrocarbons. So cyclic hydrocarbons means the hydrocarbons in which rings are constituted by carbon atoms or carbon and other atoms. That is called as the cyclic hydrocarbon. Cyclic hydrocarbons are two types, homocyclic hydrocarbon, heterocyclic hydrocarbon. Homocyclic hydrocarbon means only rings which are constituted by only carbon atoms like this. Carbon, 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 carbon. Only carbon atoms are involved in the constitution of the ring. They are called as the homocyclic hydrocarbons. Heterocyclic hydrocarbons, so rings are constituted by carbon and other atoms like nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur. They are called as the heterocyclic hydrocarbon. See here, see this example, NH. Next, another example, O. So in this what happened? Ring is constituted by carbon, 4 carbons and 1 nitrogen. 4 carbons and 1 oxygen. This is called as pyrrole. Pyrrole. This one is called as furan. So what is the difference between homocyclic and heterocyclic? In homocyclic, rings are constituted by only carbons. Only carbon atoms are involved for the formation of the ring. But whereas in heterocyclic, ring is constituted by carbon and heteroatoms. Hetero. What are those heteroatoms? Heteroatoms. The heteroatoms are carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, phosphorus. Okay, these are the common heteroatoms. So here 4 carbon atoms, 1 nitrogen atom. So involved in the formation of the 5-membered ring. In this case 4 carbons and 1 oxygen involved in the formation of the 5-membered ring. That's why it is called as the heterocyclic ring. Homocyclic ring, only carbon atoms are involved for the formation of the cyclic ring. Again homocyclic divided into 2 types, alicyclic, aromatic. Alicyclic means, see here, alicyclic means like this, saturated condition. Saturated condition. Okay, so the cyclic rings which are constituted by only carbon atoms with saturation or maybe with 1 double bond. So whereas in aromatic, the homocyclic ring like this. The homocyclic ring contains unsaturation like 3 double bonds. The ring contains 3 double bonds and that will exhibit the fragrant smell. Okay, sweet smell can be observed. But whereas in the case of alicyclic, there is no such kind of the sweet smell. Okay, fragrant. Aroma means fragrant. So aromatic compounds exhibit a sweet smell. That's why they are called as an aroma. Aroma is the fragrant, that is sweet smell. So whereas in the case of alicyclic, both are homocyclic only. But in alicyclic, what happened? Saturated condition can be observed. Sometimes maybe 1 double bond, 2 double bonds can be possible. Whereas in the case of aromatic, definitely it possesses 3 double bonds. 3 double bonds for benzene ring. Some other compounds may possess 2 pi bonds. 2 pi electrons can also be exhibit the aromatic nature. Okay. So aromatic, again 2 types, benzenide, non-benzenide. Definitely benzene ring containing compounds or aromatic compounds are called as benzenide. Without benzene ring, if those cyclic compounds which show the aromaticity, they are called as the non-benzenide. Benzenide, non-benzenide. Benzene ring is not there, even though that exhibits the aromatic nature. So benzenide means, example, benzene, like this. This is called as a benzene. Naphthalene. This is the structure for naphthalene. Benzene, then naphthalene. So what about the non-benzenide compounds? Non-benzenide. There is no benzene ring. See here. This will be taken as non-benzenide. Non-benzenide. Non-benzenide means there is no 6 carbon atoms. There is no benzene ring, even though it exhibits the aromatic nature. Okay. So aroma means fragrant, that is sweet smell. The aromatic compounds are 2 types, benzenide, non-benzenide. Benzenide means at least 1 benzene ring containing aromatic compounds are called as benzenide. Non-benzenide means without benzene ring, whatever the compounds, cyclic compounds exhibit the aromatic nature, that is called as a non-benzenide. So in higher classes you study which compounds can exhibit the aromaticity, which compounds cannot exhibit the aromatic nature. Just here you take the examples only. Benzenide, benzene, naphthalene. This is naphthalene, benzene. Non-benzenide, this is considered as the cyclopropynyl cation. Cyclopropynyl cation. So actually up to 10th class we have just aromatic. There is no further classification of benzenide and non-benzenide. Homocyclic is divided into 2 types, alicyclic, aromatic. Alicyclic means this is cyclohexane, C6H12. Cyclohexane. The name is cyclohexane. Cyclohexane. Hexane. Cyclohexane. That is alicyclic. Aromatic, sweet smell containing. Alicyclic compounds cannot show such kind of the sweet smell. Again aromatic, 2 types, benzenide, non-benzenide. Come to the heterocyclic compounds. What is the definition for heterocyclic? The cyclic compounds whose rings are constituted by carbon atoms and heteroatoms. Maybe nitrogen, maybe oxygen, maybe sulfur atoms are involved in the constitution of the ring. They are called as the heterocyclic rings. The cyclic rings whose rings are constituted by carbon atoms and heteroatoms. This is called as pyrrole, then furan. It is also, they exhibit the aromatic nature. Okay. So this is about the classification of the hydrocarbons. So the question you may get in the annual exam is define hydrocarbons and write its classification. Okay. Maybe 4 marks question. Hydrocarbon means carbon and hydrogen containing compounds are called as the hydrocarbons. There are 2 types. Open chain hydrocarbons, cyclic hydrocarbons. Open chain hydrocarbons are 2 types, saturated, unsaturated. Saturated example alkane, Unsaturated 2 types, alkenes, alkanes. Alkanes, general formula. Alkenes, general formula. Alkynes, general formula. So information regarding to the alkanes. CC single bond containing compounds, general formula, hybridization, geometry, bond angle, example. Same here also in alkanes. C double bond C containing compounds, general formula, hybridization, geometry, bond angle. C triple bond C. General formula, hybridization, geometry, bond angle. Alkane, alkene, alkane. Come to the cyclic, 2 types, homocyclic, heterocyclic. Only carbon atoms are involved means homocyclic. In addition to the carbon, other heteroatoms are involved, that is heterocyclic. Heteroatoms means nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, phosphorus. Homocyclic 2 types, alicyclic, aromatic. Alicyclic means saturated hydrocarbons, homocyclic hydrocarbons. Aromatic, they are the unsaturated, completely 3 double bonds containing compounds. Again 2 types, benzenite, non-benzenite. This is called as a benzene. Both are same. Benzene, naphthalene. At least one benzene containing compounds, benzenite. Without benzene ring, non-benzenite. That is cyclopropynyl cation. Cyclopropynyl cation. Propynyl cation. It is also aromatic compound. Next, come to the heterocyclic. So the cyclic compounds in which rings are constituted by carbon atoms and heteroatoms like nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, phosphorus are called as